If Chuck Norris bites a Nokia 3310, does the phone lose a bar or does the universe just blue screen?
The food court at the mall was completely packed with people. It was the first week of August, which meant the air conditioning was blasting on full power and every teenager in town was trying to squeeze out the very last drops of summer freedom. The smell of salty pretzels, greasy pizza, and sweet cinnamon sugar floated heavily in the air. Right in the middle of all the noise and chaos sat a table of 4 very loud, very colorful friends. They were the kind of group that demanded attention just by existing. They looked like they had stepped right out of a teen magazine, and they acted like they were the stars of their very own television show. Leo was currently fighting a plastic ketchup packet, and he was losing. He had bright blonde frosted tips in his spiky hair and wore a neon orange skater shirt layered over a long-sleeve white shirt. His baggy shorts were so huge they almost touched his ankles.
I'm telling you!
Leo groaned, his face turning red as he squeezed the tiny plastic packet.
These things are sealed with alien technology. It is physically impossible to open.
Sitting next to him, blowing a massive blue bubblegum bubble, was Roxy. Roxy was a scene girl through and through. Her hair was dyed hot pink, with thick black raccoon stripes painted into her front bangs. She wore a bright neon green tutu over ripped black leggings, and her arms were completely covered in about 30 clinking jelly bracelets. The bubble popped loudly over her dark, dramatic makeup.
Just bite it, Leo! Show that Ketchup who is boss! You have to intimidate the condiments!
Across the table, Jax slowly shook his head. Jax was the group's emo and goth expert. His jet black hair was swooped perfectly over his right eye, hiding half of his face. He wore skin-tight black jeans, a black t-shirt with a broken heart on it, and heavy black eyeliner. He was staring down at his half-eaten soft pretzel like it had personally offended his soul.
Or just let the ketchup win, Leo.
Jax said in a flat, monotone voice.
Everything is meaningless anyway. The ketchup is just a metaphor for our pointless struggle against society.
Hold up! Everyone stop talking!
Chloe gasped. She was the trendiest of the group, wearing 3 different colored tank tops layered tightly over each other, a sparkly denim mini skirt, and silver boots. Her hair was perfectly flat-ironed with chunky blonde highlights. She was furiously pressing buttons on her bedazzled pink flip phone.
Stacy just updated her online page. She changed her status from happy to feeling peachy. What does that mean? Is that a secret code? Is she making fun of my new peach-colored lip gloss? This is a declaration of war.
Roxy gasped loudly, her jelly bracelets jingling as she slammed her hands on the table.
I will spill hot cheese dip on her shoes if she comes near us. Nobody insults the peach lip gloss.
Then, a 5th voice spoke up.
Maybe she just ate a peach. They are in season right now at the grocery store.
The 4 colorful friends instantly stopped talking. They all slowly turned their heads to look at the very end of the table. Sitting there was a 5th boy. He was just there. While the rest of the group looked like a bright explosion of fashion, this boy was incredibly plain. He wore a simple green and white striped polo shirt with short sleeves. He had basic, baggy blue jeans and clunky brown work boots. His brown hair was messy, but not in a cool, styled way. He didn't wear glasses, and he had a pair of big silver and black headphones resting around his neck. Clipped to his thick white belt was a bulky, gray cassette tape player. If you looked at him, he was so completely normal and boring that the rest of the group didn't even know his real name. He had just started sitting near them in math class last year, and somehow, he had followed them to the mall today. They treated him completely like a background character. Since they didn't know his name, they just called him Stripes because of his shirt. Roxy rolled her eyes dramatically.
Who asked you, Stripes?
Chloe snapped her pink flip phone shut and sighed loudly.
Yeah, nobody asked for a fruit report. This is serious friendship drama. Stop talking about groceries. You're bringing down our sparkle.
Stripes just shrugged slightly, looking down at the table. He was always trying to be friends with them and join in on their jokes, but he just didn't understand how they operated.
I was just trying to help.
He mumbled, his voice quiet.
Peaches are cheap in August.
Jax groaned and let his head fall onto the table next to his pretzel.
Your boring facts are ruining the dark and brooding atmosphere of my lunch.
Suddenly, a loud splat echoed across the table. Leo had finally decided to take Roxy's advice and bite the ketchup packet. It had exploded instantly, shooting red ketchup straight onto his bright orange skater shirt. Roxy burst into laughter, laughing so hard she started to snort. Chloe quickly flipped open her phone again, pointed the tiny camera lens at Leo, and yelled,
Smile!
She snapped a blurry, low-quality digital picture of Leo's messy shirt.
Oh, this is going right on my page. The caption is going to be Leo's Ketchup Disaster.
My shirt!
Leo cried out, looking down at the red stain.
I look like a hot dog!
Stripes reached into the metal dispenser on the table, pulled out a plain white paper napkin, and held it out to Leo.
Here.
Stripes said reasonably.
If you dab it with cold water in the bathroom right now, the stain won't set into the fabric.
Leo looked at the plain white napkin in Stripes' hand, and then looked at Stripes' face.
Dude, you are so boring. I want the stain. It adds character. It makes me look dangerous and wild.
It's just ketchup.
Stripes said softly, pulling his hand back. He fiddled with the long black wire connecting his cassette player to his headphones. To the group, he just sounded annoying. Every time they were having fun or being dramatic, he tried to bring logic into it. They didn't want logic, they wanted chaos. Roxy stood up, kicking her chair back.
Okay, this food court is getting boring. We need to go to the music store right now. I need to buy blank CDs so I can burn some new playlists for the school year. And then we need to look at backpacks.
Chloe cheered.
Yes, I need a bag that perfectly matches my boots. Let's go!
The four friends stood up in a flurry of bright colors, loud noises, and endless energy. They didn't even wait to see if Stripes was coming. Stripes quietly stood up, making sure his cassette player was secure on his belt, and followed them. As they walked through the wide hallways of the mall, the four friends walked side by side in a horizontal line, taking up the whole walkway. They laughed, pushed each other playfully, and talked loudly about their plans for the new school year. Stripes walked a few steps behind them. He tried his best to keep up, but he just blended perfectly into the boring background of the mall.
I can't believe school starts next week.
Roxy whined, fixing a piece of her pink hair.
I haven't even finished decorating my binder with my gel pens.
School is just a prison with fluorescent lights and bad cafeteria food.
Jax muttered, staring at the floor as he walked. Stripes tried to jump into the conversation again.
I already got my class schedule in the mail.
He said loudly, hoping they would hear him over the mall music.
I have history for my first period class.
Chloe didn't even turn around. She just threw her hand in the air.
Stripes, literally nobody cares about your schedule. Stop talking about boring school stuff.
Stripes sighed. He reached up and slipped his big headphones over his ears, but he didn't press the play button on his cassette player. He just left them on his head to block out some of the loud mall noise, continuing to walk a few steps behind the bright, flashy group that he so desperately wanted to belong to. Everything around him was totally normal, just another regular summer day at the mall with a group of friends who barely knew he existed.